how to use the scanner and prep mode in order to locate the files that the client requested faster and match them to your own files and create a playlist on your DJ software. Okay, so before we start, I just want to talk about why, okay, the why. When I get a nice list, even if it's 50 songs or 20 songs, instead of having to look for the songs one by one and copy and paste the song and see what I have, Vibo will help you find the songs so that you can focus on actually listening to the songs and really preparing and making sure that you're ready for the event. So it's going to cut the looking for the songs part of the process. At the end of the process, it'll also let you know what songs you have and what songs you don't have. Now, if you don't know anything about the scanner or prep mode, you may be asking yourself, wait a minute, but if the client requests a song on YouTube or on Spotify, etc., one of the streaming services, how does it know what I have? Because I have remixes, edits, redrums, mashups, etc. We're DJs. We get our music from different places, music pools. We buy our music from different sources. So the way that it works, just so you know a little bit behind the curtains, is it's something called elastic searching. So it bends itself and it finds matches based on different parameters that we have in our algorithm to show you the best match that we think matches the idea that you got from the client. Another one little thing before we start, you're going to see in prep mode that it shows you all the sections for your event. And when I look for the songs for song requests for the party music, the dancing music, for the cocktail, for dinner, the client is giving me ideas and not necessarily talking about a specific version. Vibo is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. It's also going to show you the special moments, and that's where you really want to be careful. Okay, so you're going to see everything soon, but you're going to have a link to the song to hear what the client really intended, and it's going to show you can play the song and make sure it's the right version. And the special moment songs are the ones that you have to really finely check and make sure that you're choosing the exact version. So without any further ado, let's dive into the mechanics and take a look how it works. What we're looking at is this nice event, all fake. If you have a Mac, your scanner will be over here. It looks like this. And if you have a PC, it'll be on the bottom with that little arrow going up on the PC on the bottom. Okay, let's make believe I don't have the scanners. I'm going to go to the scanner tab and download for Mac. So now the scanner just downloaded. I'm going to double click here on the scanner. If you're on a PC, it may ask you about, are you sure? And you say, continue anyway. I'll give you another backstory. The only reason it's doing that is because accidentally we paid the wrong certificate. But next year, when we have to renew the certificate, we're going to get rid of that and it's going to say secure. So just so you know about that, a little backstory. The things you didn't think you needed to know. Okay, let's go and open the scanner. And this is going to be the first step. Open. Okay, so first step, before I even add a folder, I'm going to give this a nickname. This is going to be my desktop. Okay, because I'm on my desktop. Now I'm going to start adding folders. My personal preference, it doesn't have to be the same for you guys, is to choose the mother crates, the crates that are on the top, things that can see everything, because I don't want to just go and add crate by crate, folder by folder by folder. So I'm just going to say, look at my downloads folder and look at my music folder and look at my hard drive. Okay, those are the places where I keep my songs. And now I'm going to run a scan. Okay, perfect. Let's run a scan. While it's scanning, let me also tell you a little bit about what this does in the background and what it's actually doing. All we're doing is taking a little snapshot of where your files are and what their names are. That's the number one process. Number two thing is also to get more information about different information about the songs that you like to play. That's it. We're not writing, we're not changing. So there's no fear of anything moving around or stuff like that. The next thing to know is that once you scan once, you're good. It's going to rescan once a day and check for changes, just little changes if you added 5 or 100 songs. If you know that you're preparing for an event, you can just hit scan again and look at that. It was really quickly, literally a minute, just because you're looking for different changes that I made. So if you want to run a new scan before your event and you already did the first scan, which may take a little longer, then no problem. It should take pretty quick to go and check for changes. So that's a little bit about what it's doing in the background. Okay, now that we ran a scan, you can also see that if I refresh here, it's going to tell me that my devices, the last scan was just now. Let's try that. And if everything works correctly, it says, okay, perfect. A few seconds ago, the desktop. Okay, great. And this is another thing really quickly. We're diving pretty deep today, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. If you have more than one device, for example, reception computer and cocktail computer or backup computer, you can have more than one device. And that way you can prepare on each computer. The cocktail computer could do the prep for the cocktail, and the reception computer could do the prep for the reception. Okay, let's take a look at this event that we were planning on looking at. This event over here, I filtered by the last modified. And the next step is I'm going to go to prep mode. This is where I do the prep. It's only going to show you sections that have songs inside them, just to cut to get rid of the clutter. So I'm going to start by prepping for the party requests. And the top song is the song requested by the client. There's all the links that you need down here. Okay, let me move this over here. So all the links, you even have a link to buy the song if you don't have it, or listen to the song. And these below are all the matches that the system thinks that you have. Okay, or that thinks that are good matches for the request. Okay, let's take a look. So these are all, notice, don't look at my duplicates. Okay, so the first thing to notice here is some things that help you know which one you want to match. The first thing is the score. This is kind of like our internal score telling you what we think is the best match. The higher the score, the better we think. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the one you want to choose. Another thing which is interesting is you can teach it. So if this is the wrong one, you see this, it knows that it's the best one for a few reasons. It knows that you played it a few times, in this case on Serato, and that you selected it within Vibo a few times. So the score continues going up the more you use it and the more you play the song. But what if we made a mistake and this was not your top choice? This was your top choice, or this, whatever the case may be. Let's say it's this one. And then I'll change this or keep all three. The next time you run the scan, this will have a little bit of a higher score and it'll have a little last selected symbol. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and notice that I can also add more than one remix or edit and then decide at the event what version I want to play. Okay, so I've gone through the songs. I can also click on this button here, which will mark the best matches automatically. You see they're already checked for me. And go through the song. So I'm not going to go through every single song, but here you can see 62 out of 65 songs were matched. Let's see which ones weren't matched. Okay, this one wasn't matched. This flag was here from before. It won't be flagged unless you flag it. It will also flag it automatically if you uncheck it when you download it. We'll see that in a second. You go through the songs. Obviously, you're going to want to check each one and make sure you're happy with the remixes and the edits and the versions. Before we generate a section playlist, I want to talk about these three buttons over here. Play song will play it on your default player. So in my case, it's iTunes. Okay, that's the song. And I can even put this in I can put it over here. If I have a big screen, it should be pretty easy. And then it's always kind of next to me. The next thing over here is open folder. It's just going to show you where the song is in your hard drive. And the last button here is the mark wrong match. So not only can you teach it, by selecting the right versions, but you can also teach it which matches you don't want it to show again. It's not going to delete it from your hard drive. It's only going to not appear next time for this specific song in the app. This one will never appear again if I mark it as a wrong match. Just kind of, if you're getting the same requests again and again, you can start teaching the system and cleaning things up a little bit. Okay, that was the time to generate a section playlist. So I'm going to name it here. Just put my name here in the beginning, just to make it easy to find. Mikey party requests. I'm going to want all the selected files. I'm going to choose the order. And this is, for me, I love this feature. Flag the songs with no selected files. It's just going to tell me, remind me which songs I need to go get, or, and this is going to be another really cool tip, you can also export the flagged songs only to streaming, like Spotify. So let's download this, and that's the end. We're done. This playlist is compatible with most of the DJ softwares that you guys use, whether it's Serato, Virtual DJ, Rekordbox, Tractor, etc., etc. So I'm going to demonstrate how to add it to Serato now. What I'm going to do is drag it down here. So I'm going to grab the playlist from my downloads. Take this here, the Mikey playlist, and drag it in here. That's going to create the playlist based on their requests with my own mixes and edits. And that's number one. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is Virtual DJ. And Virtual DJ, it's going to just appear there automatically, but you're going to have to find it. So I'm going to go to my local music, volumes, and I always like to drag it to the desktop to make it easier to find. And then I'm going to go here, users, and then I'm going to go to the downloads, and it should appear here. So let's see, bum, bum, bum. I have a lot in my downloads. So, but you get the point. That's why I always like to put it in my desktop, find it quicker. Let's actually drag it to the desktop to make it easier. I just want to finish the process with virtual so that we're relaxed. So I'm going to drag that to the desktop, and now you'll see it. In Rekordbox, you're going to click on File on the top left, Import M3U, and you'll find the M3U. Not now. Okay, so here in my desktop, and then here it is, the party requests. Okay, and then you can create a virtual crate and move things and kind of reorder. Okay, let's take a look at a few more things. Now I told it to flag the songs that I didn't have. So I'm going to go to the filter over here, and I'm going to filter the flagged songs. And then I can take care of the songs that I don't have. So these are the songs. I can click and listen by, and if it's good, or copy the title and then find it wherever I need. And another cool thing is export the unfound songs. I can say in the party requests, export the flagged songs only to Spotify. And then the ones that I don't have, I have them as a list on Spotify. And I can even rename it and call it the flagged songs. Okay, so it's clear that that's what I need. Okay, perfect. So after I unflag, I know that I have it. I can kind of unflag. Let me change the filter like that. You also have these things like unflag all, flag all, unmark all, and mark best matches. Before we wrap up, I'm going to show you one more thing. So here on the left-hand side, there's another option to mark this section as done. So I was in progress. Now I mark it as done. It's going to give me a little symbol that I'm done. And then I can do the next match and mark this one as done, and the next and the next. And then at the end, I can generate all the playlists that have matches and split the playlists, or have one big playlist. But let's test this one. And it's going to give it the name of the section automatically. So then I can just drag all of them into my DJ software and put them in a mother crate. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to reach out to me. This video was about how to use the Vibo scanner and prep mode. All right, talk to you soon.